What up? What's going on, guys? This is GS, and welcome back for another Madden 25 online ranked match. And today, we are going up against the Eagles, and I had plans on getting the Jaguars. Then I seen them select the Eagles. I'm like, come on, man, that's such a mismatch. So I lined up with the Seahawks, and then I'm like, you know what the hell? We'll just run the Jaguars anyways. Complete mismatch. I definitely don't have the speed to contend with Macklin, Jackson, McCoy, Vic. Very slow defense, very slowish offense, but it's like, you know what the hell, we're going to give it a shot anyways. So, we got the Jags in, offensively. I already know the Eagles are very slow defensively, but it's not like I have somebody with blazing speed on my side of the ball where I have a true mismatch. I have Cecil Trunks, my boy Shorts, who's like a 93, faster than everybody there. So I'm looking to, try and get him involved in streaks and things like that. Right there was such a bad pass. That was such a quack, rubber ducky, noodle arm throw. I mean, that was a bullet pass, people. That was a bullet pass. I have, I think like the third string quarterback in there because he's a little bit more mobile, a little bit more faster. So I'm looking to, maybe try some read options, which is a big part of Carolina's game plan. Playbook, I should say. A lot of read options, a lot of QB reps, a lot of things to get the QB going. Right there, hits me with a beautiful pass over the middle, and he ends up getting a first down. And, right there, we end up getting a big sack. Like I said, I can't press because I don't have the speed to keep up with these guys. So I got to play back. So I got to be wary of out routes, curls, a lot of things that I have to play back. I cannot get nowhere near these guys in the coverage. I can't get close to Macklin or Jackson. They're just too fast. So, I have to play deep. Well, he tries to hit me with a fake field goal. Thankfully, we end up getting to him in time. Well, we got Scott. We hit him with a read option, but we don't get too far. So, right here. Oh, one-on-one coverage over the top. Come on, son. You need to make sure he's so strong. No, my boy Trunks is so strong. You need to make sure you watch out for Cecil Theodore Trunks because that man brushes his teeth with ham because he's just so strong. Way too much protein going in through that man's body. He takes shots of protein like it's insulin. So I'm saying, the Eagles have a very slow defense, and the same way I have a slow defense. So you need to pay attention to what team you're getting. Look at all the attributes and go over the ratings carefully. Oh my God, he was killing me with these damn wide receiver screens. And then it was just very frustrating at how much this dude screened me to death. Very, 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 very frustrating. 2nd and 5 right here, another wide receiver screen, and he ends up scoring a touchdown. Damn, he flatlined the hell out of me right there. So 7-7 tie game right now. Like I was saying, paying attention is very important. I know I don't have nobody. My cornerbacks are like 91 speed, 89, 92. Definitely can't keep up with a 98 in Jackson and 93 in high acceleration with Macklin. So I got to play back, which is the same thing you should be doing when you play with the Eagles because they're extremely slow. If you try to press up, especially if you don't have two over-the-top safeties, you're just going to get beat, and that's what happened on a touchdown. Right there, those Jews hit him with the whoop! Nice juke move right there. Get us to the 1 yard line, and we do end up picking up the score right here on a QB sneak. So we go up 14-7, and that right there was a very, very huge play, being able to get Maurice Jones-Drew getting us to the 1 yard line, being able to score. So here we are back on defense, going up against a very high-powered offense. So let's see if we can go ahead and make something happen. Here he gets us with another screen. Thankfully, we end up bottling that up, man, because this dude loved him some damn screens. So right here, he tried a draw right there. Prolunsky, I don't know. Another screen right here catches me. I tried to, cut it off. Just got picked up by the blocks. And you guys got to understand my frustration up to this point. He's giving up, 4 screens? Another screen. That's 5, 6 of them already? So, of course I'm trying to pay attention to the screen. And then I have these fast receivers. So it's like I'm trying to pay attention to the short game right here. Surprise, surprise. Wide receiver screen. But we do ended up stopping that. So 4th and 10 right here. This right here will be a big stop. And we do end up getting forcing an incomplete pass. And we have great field position. We are already 1 first down away from putting ourselves in field goal range. So, that right there was a huge defensive stand. And, I'm not trying to pass the ball too much. I'm trying to keep it on the ground. I mean, Jones-Drew is definitely my best offensive weapon. When I am passing, I'm trying to keep it short because I really don't have amazing accuracy, as you saw of that first interception I threw. that right there was above the first down, but then we fumbled and we recovered behind the line of scrimmage. Thankfully, we end up holding on to that pass right there. That right there was such a huge first down, being able to continue the drive. Right, we go back up top, and this is why you do not have no over-the-top safety pressing defense with the Eagles. They're just too slow. They can't stop anybody over 90 speed. And I only have one player over 90 speed, and thankfully he's not paying too much attention to him. Continuing to call. I think he was coming out of 4-6, I believe, with just one safety and just no bueno. So right here, man, we try to hit him with the toe tackle. We do get him. 2nd and 6. Now pay attention to this drive right here. This really, if this drive right does not make you want to break a controller, then you've never really felt passionate about a game of Madden. Just pay attention, people. Pay attention. So 21-7. You know, he does get ball at halftime. So he can score here, get ball at halftime, score again. So this right here is a very important drive. This right here could potentially be the most important drive of the game. If we can stop him here, then we're in good shape. Because even if he scores coming out of halftime, we will receive ball with the lead. So that right there would be a key thing for us to happen. Right there, he catches us over the middle. 30 seconds left. He backs up, and we get a big sack coming up, I believe. Oh, it's a fumble! But he ends up recovering. I believe this play right here, we end up getting a sack. Is it coming? I know we get a sack somewhere along the line, damn it. Maybe it's right here. Maybe I'm bugging. I edited so many games, maybe I'm confused. Oh, right here. He calls a screenplay. We do get a sack. He's out of field goal range. So my dumbass calls a timeout thinking I might get the ball back. And he calls the wide receiver screen. And he scores a touchdown. That's what I get for calling the time. He probably would have called the timeout anyway, so it wouldn't have even mattered. But wide receiver screen for a touchdown as time expired. And he gets the ball at halftime. And I'm 100% positive he would have called the timeout anyway, so it wouldn't have even mattered. But just knowing that I'm the one that hit the select button, it was even more frustrating. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. What level was this guy to be calling so many wide receiver screens? Like, I mean, no disrespect to my opponent, but, you know, the way he's continuously calling screen, I'm really like, okay, what level is this guy to, like, that's his game plan to call screens? Because, I mean, you really don't go up against too many, you know, good players that just rely on so many screens. Like, it's really not going to work against too many high opponents. It just happens to work against me because my defense sucks. But there's not too many of me out there in the Madden world. There's not too many people that are in the top, you know, 150 that have an ass defense. You're not going to come across me too often. So I'm like, is this guy around my skill level? Because if he is, I'll be like, damn, he relies on screens a lot. Or maybe he doesn't. Maybe it's not part of his game plan, but he just figured out I can't stop it. Nonetheless, he's just destroying me with these damn screens. Right here, we try to go over the top, man. Thankfully, that was a dropped interception. That's not my boy Shorts, man. We don't got the speed to be doing that right here. We hit him with a read option, and we end up getting our boy Scott loose. Dive down. Don't want to take any big hits. Get ourselves a first down, and, you know, continue to try to run the ball with Mojo. Trying to get him loose. You know, try to continue running the ball. Have success, and also kill some clock while we're at it. So right here, oh, man, I thought that was going to be picked off. He read that all the way, but he just wasn't holding the ball hawk. Oh, he's some dirt, son. I believe if he was holding the ball hawk, that would have been an interception. I think he even was caught off guard by me throwing that pass. So right there, beautiful throw, and that was a beautiful throw on the run. I do decide to go for 2, and I end up getting it. The reason why I went for 2 is because we're continuing going tit for tat, and the Jaguars' offense and defense is just not a team I feel like I can trust. So I need any type of advantage I feel like I can get. So I'm hoping I would go for 2, force him to go for 2, and maybe that would be the difference. Maybe I could stop him if he does score. Thankfully, we got it, because if we would have failed, that would have just been bad news. So, you know, I'm trying something strategic, trying to give myself an advantage where hopefully I can force him to go for it and not get it, hopefully. So 4th and 1, he decides, of course, you know, he's going to go for it and run play to the left, and he ends up converting. So now it's the 4th quarter. Now this right is a very important defensive drive. You know, if we can stop him here, I feel like game is over, because as usual, my offense is doing pretty good. my defense is pretty ass, and same thing for my opponent. I'm able to score, and his defense is having trouble with my offense. So usually how my games go. So we're both having trouble defensively. So it's all about who's going to be able to make a really big mistake. Right there, ends up converting on a 4th down. And again, man, I didn't have too many situations where I'm able to get a 4th down. And when I finally do, he converts, and oh my God, man, it's just very frustrating giving up 4th downs. So he's very close to scoring, and he ends up hitting us right here with the wheel route, but he does should have lost some yards, but he ends up breaking even right there. So I'm paying so much attention to these damn screens because that's all he's been calling all game. So 4th and goal on the 1 yard line. He goes for it. He does get the touchdown. He does go for 2. Of course, he has to try and tie the game, and he doesn't get it. So that right there was the difference in the game, that we were able to hold them without getting that 2 point. I did feel like that was going to be the big difference of the game, so that's why I went for it, and thankfully we ended up converting. But it might have not mattered anyways, even if I didn't get it or if I kicked the extra point anyways, because it looks like we possibly have the chance for last possession. Right here, it could have been a touchdown, but I wanted to waste either some time or timeout, so we slide down. He doesn't call a timeout at first, so we milk off 40 seconds off the clock, which allows us to run, which is even better. We can stop that at the 1 yard line right here. He's forced to waste the timeout, and then we end up scoring. So I think he was better off calling a timeout immediately instead of letting 40 whole seconds run off the clock. So we end up scoring. We go up 9. We're now up 2 possessions, and he's pretty much going to need a miracle at this point. He's going to need to score a touchdown, also get an extra point. Onside kick. As you guys know, onside kicks very rare that they happen. So I feel confident that this game is in hand. So tries to hit us with a play action. Steps 25 yards deep out of the pocket, backwards, I should say, and he ends up converting. So of course he's trying to, no huddle, get himself an opportunity to try and win, trying to save his timeouts just in case. You never know. So right here, wide receiver screen. Thankfully, we get to him before he can get it off. These they don't work for me. I swear. Right there, I read that, but he still converts. I try wide receiver screens. I get no results. And when people do them against me, they are very successful. Right here, wide receiver screen. Possibly could have went for more, but he got caught up between his linemen, and we end up winning the game after that. So he ends up sending a concede, and we end up accepting. And I truly wasn't expecting too many points because, just how his offense was ran, but we ended up getting 8. So that shows me he's in the top 300 somewhere, maybe 200. And I was just like, wow, you don't expect to play that. Somebody there who just calls, 25 screens a game. But they were working against me. But thankfully, we ended up stopping them when we needed to. That 2 point conversion was huge. So that's the end of the game, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm out. Peace. Give it to me, baby.